words.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for coming out to the Chillin' for Charity Challenge, which has truly swept the nation over the last few weeks. Chillin' for Charity is part of the KYOW initiative for the KYOW Foundation. It was started by Arizona women's head basketball coach Nia Butts. And Nia had a great idea to try to bond women's basketball across the country at all levels and support a great cause, the KYOW Foundation. Dickie V and I have had the great fortune of knowing Coach Yow. I've had the pleasure of announcing her basketball games. I've been able to speak with her personally, even through her battle of breast cancer. And so for me, it was a no-brainer to be involved in this as a sports broadcaster. Not only have the coaches and the players and the referees, but the broadcasters and everyone who's involved in women's basketball is part of this Chillin' for Charity. So thank you so much for coming out here today. It means so much to us. Part of the initiative is we have to do challenges. And for me, it was a no-brainer to call Dick Vitale. We know how Dick has a passion to try to find a cure for cancer. He works with the V Foundation in a number of ways all year long, his entire life, to try to help the V Foundation to raise money to help to find a cure for cancer. So for us, for me, I called him immediately, and within an hour, through his busy schedule, Dick called me back and said, absolutely, I will be here to help you. Along with Dick, I am challenging today 3 of my colleagues. My first colleague that I am challenging is Stephanie White. Stephanie White is a fellow broadcaster with us on ESPN. She played at Purdue, was a Big Ten Player of the Year, and also a star with the Indiana Fever. She is now an assistant coach. My second challenge is Walter McCarty. Walter McCarty played at Kentucky. He played for many years in the NBA and is now an assistant coach with the Boston Celtics. And my third challenge, is Mike Hogwood. Mike is also a fellow broadcaster of ours. He is the voice of ACC Sports on the Fox Regional Sports Networks. So they have all been challenged, and as of this moment, they have 48 hours to accept my challenge. If they accept my challenge, I will donate $50 on their behalf to the KYOW Fund. If they don't accept the challenge, they have to pay $250 to the KYOW Fund. Which brings us back to Dick Vitale. And Dick, do you accept my challenge?
I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge.
Wonderful. So by sitting in this chair and allowing me to pour this lovely bucket of ice cold water on Dick Vitale, I will be donating $50 to the KYOW Fund. But typical of Dick Vitale and his great heart that he has taken this up another level. So Dick?
Well, I just want to say thank you, Leah, for calling me, and I think it's unbelievable that she is reaching out. I did know KYOW, my buddy Jimmy Valvano, who really has sparked so much in the world of cancer in terms of research. As you all know, Jimmy lost his life in his early 40s. Jimmy was incredible with his desire to try to find dollars to battle cancer. I will never forget his speech that he gave at the ESPYs. I listened to it several times a year. I was standing right next to him as he delivered that speech. And basically, to paraphrase, he said, cancer can take away my physical abilities, but it can't touch my heart, my soul, my spirit, and my mind. And Jimmy just fought and fought. His motto was don't give up, don't ever give up. Just yesterday, I received an email. While we're sitting here in the sunshine and you're going to go play tennis, and we're going to have a great time as a family. A youngster by the name of Chris, you don't know, a family contacted me. It's probably a month to live. And he loves the Los Angeles Lakers. And they were asking if there's any way I could get him to have maybe some of the Lakers players and people call him and send something to him. But the point I mention that is because there's so many beautiful young kids that I'm seeing here who battle that disease that we are so blessed. We are so lucky. I got 5 healthy grandkids. There is nothing dearer to my heart now in the latter stages of my life than raising money for cancer. So when I told Leah I would accept the challenge, but I want to go one step above. And mine going one step above was to say I would challenge people to give me $100 for pediatric cancer, and you can throw water on me. Immediately my buddies responded. John Percio, Larry Wade, all the guys that are here. My man Albert from Bogies now, and also from Eds. These people have responded. I have people that responded on my email to my wife, buddy of mine, Mike Valdez, I want 5 buckets. Patrick Wright, who lost his child, said, I want 5 buckets. My buddy Craig Mateo said, I want 5 buckets. So we got over $3,500 right there where people aren't here, but you're welcome on their behalf to take a bucket, because I will do anything to raise dollars to help kids battling cancer. There is nothing worse. If you were to come with me and my wife several years ago, they had Dickie V Day at All Children's Hospital. And while we're here having a great time, some of us complain about travel, etc., we watched a bunch of kids about her age, kids 7, 8, 6, coming out of their rooms, and they had me read my latest book, which at that time was a book about kids, all about kids, an alphabet, A for awesome, B for ball. And as I read to those kids, and some friend of mine bought all the books for the entire hospital, and we gave those books out to those youngsters. And I would say run, they would run, Jay, they would jump. And then at the end, I said simply to the pediatrician and to the nurse, something's not right. These kids look healthier than my grandkids. They said, every kid that you read to there, tumors on the brain, leukemia, all kinds of diseases, tumors on the spine. And my wife and I, we walked out, we cried like babies, thinking about how blessed and lucky. Because you know what the nurse told us? Their mothers and fathers, you know what they do? They're not worried about going to the beach. They sit at the bedside, you said, from 7 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, praying and hoping and dreaming for a miracle. What if I told you here, and I'll wrap this up now, what you've done for me, but what if I told you this? Only 4%, think about what I'm saying, only 4% of every dollar raised for cancer research goes for kids, for pediatrics. It's great, I have no problem with breast cancer, with colon cancer, prostate cancer, but kids, our future. Should a child be doing chemo and radiation? They should be playing, man. They should be out like my grandkids are doing, playing lacrosse in a tournament, baseball, tennis, basketball. That's what kids should be doing. So I beg you, anybody, I know Chris is here, they do a phenomenal job, First Watch. I love coming here. They sell all my merchandise. The kids book I talked about, my new book on motivation, they sell all it inside. And I don't make 5 cents, and either does the First Watch. Every dollar we get from the sale of those goes toward my goal, and my annual goal is very tough. And my guys like Larry Wade, they won't let me down. John Person, all my buddies, they won't let me down. What if I told you my goal by May 15th is $2 million for kids battling cancer? And what if I told you, in my heart, I know we're going to do it. We did it this year for 2.1. We've raised 12.7 million so far. That's not enough. We need more. We need more. Last year we lost 3 kids we paid tribute to at my gala who were with us the year before, and they're no longer with us today. Lacey Holsworth, Eddie Livingston, Dylan Simmons, beautiful young kids. I went to their funeral. Watching a mom and dad put a child to rest just tears you right here. So I say, God bless. I thank all of you. I thank the media. I thank the media so much, because without you, man, I don't need publicity anymore. I'm at 12 Hall of Fame, so I don't need publicity. I get a lot of publicity. But I need you because your articles mean so much to reach so many people that I can go to that can help us raise those dollars. We need help, and that's where you can help. Remember this, you may save someone you love. Leah, I'm ready for the challenge. Let it begin. Let the show start. Let's do it. Let's do it. You're next, Connor. Get it right. Connor, you're next.
I have help here from the Cardinal Mooney women's basketball team.
Oh, here we go.
Come on in. Help me out.
Here we go.
Oh, God.